Hey, what's up, guys? So it's a new season, and I pushed up to top 1,000, like top 900, and I beat some pretty good players, and I thought you guys would enjoy watching these, even though they're replays. I wasn't really expecting to like get so high, but I went on like a crazy win streak with this deck. So I lost to this RG guy, and then I beat this guy. He got 394. So we're gonna start off with this one, and this is a pretty difficult matchup for like a splash yard player because if everyone's playing fireball instead of poison, and because of that, the giant graveyard just like basically takes your tower. It's really hard to defend, especially with a witch because you have to kind of use your spell on her, and then barb barrel her. So alright, so he's gonna go Dark Prince first. Kind of interesting that he played the first card. We're just going to skeletons in the middle to kite it, and yeah, that's going to be a clean defense, so we're just going to start a Dark Prince down low, and we're just going to Tornado the Witch, and this is a really good play, and it helps cycle us, and we're just going to Tornado the Witch and kill her because he would have dropped a giant in front of that, and then he would have went for a graveyard. So now that he doesn't have Witch and Cycle, we're going to go in for our own graveyard. And because he had to just spend 9 elixir, there's no way he's going to be able to graveyard. And if he does, like, I'll be able to easily defend it. And he doesn't really know my entire deck, so I kind of knew he was going to freeze. So I waited with the bats. He's up a little bit of elixir, and I think he's just gonna go giant graveyard. Or no, he's probably gonna go giant in the back. Yep, and then I'm just gonna Ice Wiz down low. So this, yeah, like I said, this is a pretty difficult matchup. This is a weird deck that I'm playing. We're gonna go skeletons in the middle to kite, and then we're gonna go Dark Prince high to protect and help take care of that. And we drop bats high so that he's forced to freeze, like all the way up there. And then we can drop the baby dragon and Ice Wiz down low. I see him play the witch, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tornado the witch in so the baby dragons kill it. And now I'm just dropping a Dark Prince to like apply some pressure. And so now now that I know he doesn't have Witch and Cycle, I'm gonna go for a Bats in Graveyard opposite lane, and he's just gonna try to go for a tower trade. We're gonna go Skeletons high, and then I'm gonna go Dark Prince low next to my tower, and then Bats right outside of his my Ice Wiz, and yeah, he misses the Ice Wiz too. I think he actually could have won if he had hit the arrows on my Ice Wiz and fully killed it. The only downside to this deck is that if you face Mother Witch, you may as well just say good game. I've been like trying to find a way to beat Mother Witch decks, but yeah, like I don't know, it's pretty difficult because they get a lot of value from Mother Witch in this matchup. So he's gonna go Goblin Drill, and this is a pretty weird matchup. You can go aggressive because he doesn't know my deck, and he just uses Fire Spirit, and so you can just like cycle your like bats first and then like skeletons after. It's like an old tactic, but yeah. So we're gonna like defend the right side with just bats, and now we have Dark Prince. He's gonna have to defend the Dark Prince. He's gonna go for a log. He's definitely gonna take a hit. I think I BM him. Yeah, I said, "Wow, thanks." I know he has Fireball, so I'm not gonna give him Fireball value on that side. And now, I can basically go to either lane. So because he played his bomber, we're just gonna go for a baby dragon, and I want him to use his Tesla high. That way, I'm surprised he didn't block the bridge with Tesla. That's where he messed up. Would have been a way better play for him to block the bridge with Tesla, but doesn't matter. He had to waste his fire spirit, and so Bat's getting a lot of value. And this is the beauty of having bats and skeletons. Okay, so he's gonna protect that bomber because it survived, so I can just ice this down low. I know he's gonna fireball, so I kind of I predicted him. Not because I have a huge elixir advantage now, and he has to use his fire spirit on defense again. And I actually missed the freeze on his bomber, but it doesn't matter because the bats got to the tower. Okay, so he's gonna go Goblin Drill. He's gonna start going super offensive, and now we can drop high ice whiz to not give him fireball value, and that's a really bad Tesla because I can just bats high. He had to play skeletons right into Dark Prince. I can go for another graveyard because now it's in a bad cycle. He's just trying to defend for his life, and as soon as that Valkyrie gets next to the tower, I freeze. And yeah, basically there's just no way you can take my tower. So yeah, it was GG's on that one. And then this guy, who was also super good. You can see his profile stats at the beginning of the video. He had some really good stats. This is a pretty close matchup, so we're gonna go Skeletons, Ice Wiz, and Dark Prince just because I hate Royal Hogs. I feel like they get a lot of damage. Yeah, I definitely think they get a lot of damage. So he's gonna have to drop something for that Dark Prince, otherwise it's gonna get a charge. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're just gonna cycle bats in the back. Same lane. And now we can skeletons. We're gonna ice switch to the right side so we're not blocking the tornado. That's super important when you're going in for a King Tower activation. And he tries to snipe the Ice Woods, and as soon as he did that, I just was good game, man. You're not playing well. I kind of figured that I was gonna win this after he did that. He did, because it was definitely a little aggressive, and so now I'm up elixir, and he just had to play 4 elixir from my Dark Prince. So that was a 4 elixir trade, and I'm still up elixir, so I'm gonna go in for a graveyard on that side and just defend with bats and skeletons and a Ice Wiz. And my graveyard's gonna get quite a bit of damage. We have some good hits there. And he had to spend 6, 7, 8. He had to spend 8 elixir. So pretty good trade there, honestly. We're just gonna go bats, and I want the bats to get a little bit of value, so I'm actually gonna go in for another aggressive graveyard and just freeze. And they're gonna take care of that ice golem, and my baby dragon's gonna lock on, so he also has to commit a hunter. And now I can go Dark Prince low, and Ice was in the middle, and he doesn't have Fireball for the Ice Wiz, so the Ice Wiz gets a lot of value. We're in a tornado that Magic Archer in. He played his other one at the exact same moment. We're gonna play just a Dark Prince for the right side. We'll take some damage. We're still in the damage lead, so we're just gonna not over defend. Ice was slow. We're gonna baby dragon down to the right side because I kind of figured he would play. He plays an EQ, but we had our bats down, and so we're just gonna go in for a graveyard on the opposite lane. Because Like I want that to get value. And then we're gonna go Baby Dragon on the left side because he's gonna have to defend it. And I freeze on the right side. And so yeah. We BM'd him because yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I BM. Okay. And I think we're gonna show one more. Yeah, we're gonna show like an RG matchup. This one, fortunately, didn't have Mother Witch, thank God. And so we're just gonna cycle skeletons and some bats. It's an okay play. Just cycle Ice Wiz. And then I think I'm gonna go Dark Prince in the opposite lane. Because I don't want to just give this Mega Minion value. So I'm like wondering what he's got right now. So okay, so he's got his Lumberjack, so immediately I'm thinking this is Golem because he's showed me Mega Minion, Baby Dragon, everything. So we're just gonna go Skeletons and Graveyard because you kind of want to be aggressive if they don't have a good cycle. Because I thought it was Golem, so I am gonna defend that because I like knew that I was up so much. And we got quite a bit of damage. So Furnace is pretty annoying because we have Freeze, so we can't really punish a Furnace. But he also can't go Furnace in the same lane. Like, if he can't go Furnace in the back, because then we can just Graveyard it, so. Yeah, so we're just gonna cycle our bats probably. Yep. And so we can go Ice Wiz to the right, and we're gonna start a Dark Prince charge, and then I'm gonna Tornado back early. He kind of caught me off guard with that Royal Giant. He's gonna have to drop something else for that Dark Prince. I think he's just gonna Furnace up here again. So we're gonna go in for a Graveyard. And I think I'm gonna freeze. Kind of sucks. I was trying to wait like one more second so that, because I knew he'd play his Lumberjack. That's his best counter to Graveyard. I play my bats on the right side to finish off that RG, and then I go Dark Prince on the left because I can't take any Fire Spirit damage. And so here's what I'm talking about with the Graveyard. Kind of caught me off guard with the lightning, but it's okay. This is why it's not a good idea to Furnace in the back. I can just go Dark Prince. Yeah, so now his Furnace is gone and I got some tower damage. Yeah, so we're just gonna go Graveyard right into his Furnace again, like I said. And cycle Skeletons. I knew he'd try to play a high Mega Minion as soon as he played his Baby Dragon. We actually clipped the Electro Spirit. We're gonna start a Dark Prince charge, and I kind of faked my elixir right there. That's the thing that you can do. So like he thinks I have more elixir than what I do. I'm surprised he goes Furnace in the back again, because that's just crazy. As soon as he goes Mega Minion, I can go Baby Dragon at the bridge because Knight doesn't have anything good. And I'm gonna freeze the Mega Minion and Lumberjack. Start a Dark Prince charge a little bit early because I already know he has to go at the bridge. I'm gonna pull back the Lumberjack so it stays behind the Royal Giant. That's really key, and I'm gonna freeze on defense. Cannot take any more hits. I'm gonna go Skeletons to protect my Dark Prince just for like one hit, and it actually saved my saved it from taking that one hit. Once again, I'm just gonna tornado so the Dark Prince splashes everything, and I'm gonna probably freeze. Can't really take too much damage. Like, we're just trying to hold on. We're going Dark Prince, Skeletons, and then we're gonna go Bats. I'm gonna go Graveyard now because we have to like apply some type of pressure, and we're just gonna probably go Freeze, yeah, and then we'll go Skeletons and Tornado. Because I knew, yep, he's gonna play Lightning, and we win by, I think it's 18 health. Yeah, we won by 18. We're gonna show one more, and this is versus a balloon freeze deck. So yeah, you can see we went on a pretty good win streak, or we would like win 3 games and then lose 1 and then win 3 more. So this guy, yeah, I think with this deck it's actually really, really good versus like Balloon and Lava Hound. It's been a long time since I played this deck, but this is a deck that I made like way back, and it's a 3.3 elixir cycle. And like that's why it's like a really fun graveyard deck to play, but you can get into a weird cycle. But bats get a lot of value sometimes. See how I'm like making my skeletons get more value than they should? Look at those bats and look at the skeletons. And now his lumberjack actually completely died on his side of the map, and he can't really go balloon with the rage. And that's like a really key component in this matchup. I'm just going to go Tornado and actually activate because I know that he has freeze. So it's going to be really good to have my King Tower for later in the matchup. And I know that he's going to go Inferno high. So I'm actually just going to freeze. Because I knew I was like up elixir since I decided to take that balloon hit. And I made a 3 for 5 trade. Right here I'm just going to go Skeletons in the middle. I actually messed up the placement. It should have been 1 tile lower, and then it would have kited the baby dragon to the other side of the arena. But sometimes I make mistakes. So we're just gonna go Dark Prince in the back, and he's gonna go Bowler. Maybe I should have tornadoed it. I don't know. I'm gonna go Graveyard right into it though because he doesn't have a good response to my bats. So he has to tornado that, and we're just gonna freeze because. Like, kind of sucks that that Bowler got that last shot. We would have taken his tower, but it's okay because we can go bats high, or just like tornado at last second. Because I know he's gonna like freeze. Or yeah, I knew that he'd freeze. He actually gets a hit there, but it really doesn't matter. Like I said, he has nothing for bats other than baby dragon. So now we can just freeze both the Bowler and the baby dragon. So we go Skeletons because I knew that he plays Inferno, and then I go Bats to actually predict him right there. Because he like his Inferno would have got a lot of value right there. So it's like a double predict, you know. Like I know that he's gonna play it because I know that's his best card in hand to kill all my troops, and he. Yo, what's up guys? Alright, we're just jumping right into 2 minutes in. We're watching Starlight and another graveyard player. This is like top 20 ladder for graveyard, so this is like a special match that I'm going to show at the end of today's video. I might clickbait it, I don't know. I'm going to ask Starlight on Twitter if he's okay with this first, but depending on how it goes, you guys may or may not see this. I don't know, this is going to be an intense match, and I think the opponent also has freeze. I'm not too sure why he didn't use it though. Interesting. I think his baby dragon is going to survive, yeah. And he tornadoes at the perfect time. Wow, that was a really bad Tesla, and he got the tank across the bridge. Barbell's going to get a hit. Yep, he has the arrows. He's going to fireball to kill the Inferno. And that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, and that's a dead Inferno. So the opponent's probably going to go opposite lane here with like a Dark Prince. Yep. Oh my god. Okay, I'm literally watching this live. Like, obviously, like, how else would I be doing this? Yeah, I thought he would go, like, Dark Prince and then Graveyard on the opposite lane, but I think the opponent just, like, maybe choked. I don't know, because definitely not a good player. Maybe he's, like, waiting for a better opportunity. I don't think that this was his opportunity because Starlight just has so many answers already in the back, like, ready for it, so... And he's going to get the Barbell to actually tank for the Inferno. This is a really good scenario. He can just go for a Graveyard opposite lane, and the opponent's going to have to, like, defend it somehow. So yeah, he's just forcing out Elixir, and the opponent can't go in for a Graveyard now. And so yeah, he had to delay, and by the time that it's all delayed, yeah. Super good defense by Starlight. He's definitely going to win this one. I am so happy because there's only like 4 hours left in the season, so like even less than that, I think. So this is a really cool match. So he's going to go for a Graveyard, and he's going to get the Goblin Brawler across the bridge. I'm not too sure why the opponent didn't just block the bridge, but very interesting play. Yeah, the opponent's going to take a bunch of damage, but he still has one card. Okay, so his last card is Fireball, and that's just not it. Yeah, that definitely was not it. Unless Starlight loses tower somehow here, which I don't think is going to happen, then, yeah, and that's game. I wasn't even paying attention to the Graveyard, but yep, holy shit. I'll show you guys right now what that just put him to. That just put him to 23rd in the world. Absolutely incredible. What a beast. One of the best, if not the best. Like, I would say he's like tied up with Tanjo. Anyways, peace. Wait a second, I lied. That actually put him to number 13 in the world. Holy crap. So yeah, you guys just watched the best Graveyard player in the world right now. Peace.